I'm a mess today. I'm going to apologize. My energy levels are super low. I've been a road warrior for 2 days. One trip was worthwhile, one trip not so much, and I am wiped out. Some of you are breathing a sigh of relief. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the dangers technology poses to you and your wealth. I'm going to talk about the bond yields and fixed rates. And yeah, I have to talk about what's happening down south because an emergency is coming. Let me get this rate and bond thing out of the way first. Because of the announcement regarding retaliatory tariffs, there is more confidence in our debt. So people are buying the bonds now. Remember, when people buy bonds, it pushes the bond yield down. The bond yields have been increasing since that Liberation Day thing, since the tariffs came into play. Look, and we've got a long way to go to get back down to where we were back then. Now, as we cut the overnight rate, making new debt yield less, that will drive more people to buy the current debt, which will drive the bond yields down somewhat. For the people who like fixed rate mortgages, and there's nothing wrong with fixed rate mortgages, you're looking for a low 4, high 3. I keep saying, if you can get that, take it, because there's volatility coming down the road. I'll get to why there's volatility coming down the road at the end. But first, let's talk technology. Look, here's the reality. I get people talking about digital currency all the time. We have digital currency now, okay? When you get paid, your employer digitally transfers money from one place to another place. There's no physical money moving around. It's all digital. When you use your debit card, that's digital. Use a credit card, that's digital. Digital is how money moves right now. If you have money in a savings account, that's all digital. There's no physical money there. You can go and convert that to physical money. You can withdraw that money and actually have it in your hand. But right now, as it is in the account, it's digital, and that's a problem. AI is already working at cracking passwords and passcodes and getting to those digital assets like money. And right about now, the Bitcoin bros are saying, yeah, that's why you put your money in blockchain. Blockchain. Yeah, man, blockchain. Blockchain's the future. Except that blockchain's going to go away. From Deloitte, quantum computers might eventually become so fast they will undermine the Bitcoin transaction process, which is blockchain. Now, some people are saying that the commercial use of quantum computers is way off in the distance, but they're saying it could be as soon as 10 years from now, maybe 15 years from now. If they put AI to the task of solving the issues around quantum computers, it's definitely going to be closer to this than that. You put AI and quantum together, there's a possibility that digital will have to go away. And physical assets will be the way to go. Real estate, gold, actual gold. Not paper that says you have gold, like actual gold. Get this. I was talking to a new client on Friday. All right. That was the trip that was worthwhile. He said that he first met me in a video conference, except it wasn't me. Yeah, scammers were using my face and my voice and AI to fake a phone call. This client realized something was up, so he wanted to meet me in person. He reached out to actually me and said, let's meet in person. So I went and met him. That's going to be the future. The future is going to go back to face-to-face. The future is going to go back to physical because we won't be able to trust digital. All right, let's talk about all these risks down south because they could have a blowback effect on us. First, there's the U.S. military going down to Venezuela, and Nicolas Maduro says that China's going to get involved. He showed off a satellite phone that he says was given to him by Xi Jinping, and then he went on to have a fake phone conversation with Xi Jinping. Yeah, this war is a real meeting of the minds. This war may or may not happen. Is it really going to affect things? I don't think so. I don't think anyone believes this is going to affect anything. The U.S. will continue to produce oil, and the U.S. will continue helping Venezuela produce oil, even though they are at war. The second big risk is the U.S. taking over Democratic states like Illinois and Maryland. We already know they're moving the National Guard into D.C. because of the crime, even though D.C. is nowhere on the list of most dangerous cities. Where is Chicago on that list? 16th. Where's Baltimore? Down here, 26. Washington, D.C. is not even on that list. Now, some people are saying he's sending the military into these cities because they have black mayors, but Memphis, Tennessee has a black mayor, and the military is not going there. And it's the most dangerous city in the United States. But Baltimore is in Maryland. Maryland is a Democratic state. Chicago's in Illinois. Illinois is a Democratic state. All to fight crime. Now, I've mentioned a couple times, Donald Trump is getting on in age and he has some health issues. This guy might make a move. Like I said, Trump might not make it to the end of his term. That guy might help him not make it to the end of his term. He's that type. He's that type. And then he's totally going to use that as an emergency. He's probably going to blame the Democrats for it. And then he's going to use that as an emergency. And with all this military in place, well, there you go. At that point, the U.S. will be in full collapse. Everything's going to go sideways. So let me bring it back where I started. If things go sideways in the States, who knows what's going to happen to this? So like I've said, and I've been saying for a little while here, if you can get a good fixed rate, low 4s, high 3s, take it. Because who knows what's going to be coming down the pipe.